There is the timing between treason and patriotism is quite literally a number of days.
Yes, well, votes went forward. It's actually almost unanimous, I think.
Who is we?
Hmm. Guess you should spend more time with me then. Going to places I
Sure,
like to
the
go.
I should spend more time with you, should I? Like, ask you to go places
No, I
together,
don't like going to
do
Silverfang.
things
I
together?
don't like. Listen, you're like, let's tour some hospitals. You want to go tour hospitals? I'm like, no, I don't want to tour hospitals. But you're
Oh,
like, I love hospitals. I like to lick the
we're
walls.
touring Silverfang.
Listen, I have seen all of the buildings in Silverfang
Oh,
multiple times.
the hospital took 10 minutes. You did this at the first opportunity.
No, I went through the council
Go
room
spend
with you.
time with your boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend. Besides, if I have to pick a boyfriend from people I don't like particularly much, I'll pick Talion. He can torment me far better than you. Also,
Was that meant
celibate.
to?
That was
Was
meant
that
to
meant to
compare
stay?
you to Talion. Because you hate the
Yes.
comparisons.
Yeah, yeah. Because
You're a man
Talion
whore
and
just
I are
like him.
definitely comparable.
Yep, man whore.
We're such similar people that we can definitely be compared.
So, last name. What do I need to pay for this secret?
And here I thought you had forgotten,
No,
mademoiselle.
dear.
I
I'm
in fact
sorry.
was I was in fact hoping you had forgotten.
Mm-mm. Sorry, dear.
I will think of a worthy price. After all, I am a merchant.
Oh, lovely.
Gloria, get up and turn around, then he'll tell you.
Listen, we're not going to talk about what Mr.
Oh,
Artatorius said yesterday. I do not want to know.
His,
I just know that he
his
talked
name
about
is
me.
his name is Aristotelis.
Aristotle,
Not that hard.
Mr. What did we decide to call him? Mr. Calamari. So,
Aristotelis Calimeri.
oh, good God.
mm-hmm.
Monsieur Calamari.
Yeah, Mr. Aristotele.
That's pretty
And
close.
what did he say? Out of
Oh,
curiosity.
he said something in some foreign language I do not know, crass about my ass. And
How rude.
Lacroix could not hold it in.
Hmm?
He could not keep his mouth shut, and he could not stop from giggling.
I did laugh. That was not a giggle. That was definitely a laugh.
So a comment about the mademoiselle's backside that made you cackle, monsieur.
That's a very good
Mhm.
word. He did cackle.
Sure. I cackled.
Like a witch, which we definitely don't need to ban.
Don't cackle like a witch. I laugh uproariously.
Oh my god.
You know, I cackled the other day and Casa said she hated it and they should never do it again. I was hurt.
You're a
It was very
merchant.
hurtful. Hmm?
He's a merchant, he said. I've never met this man before. He's a
I am a
merchant. He
merchant.
lives in Last Bastion. He apparently is
Indeed.
awake at 4:30 in the morning.
Well, for me it feels like a very pleasant 7:30 in the evening.
Oh, that would be why.
But you know, I always do tend to stay at least a day in the future, you know. Stay 2 steps ahead of my past.
So you're someone I will never see again.
Well, perhaps you will, perhaps you won't. That is the mystery of finding out my last name.
Hmm. I have to ask for a forward on my allowance then.
What say you, Monsieur Sebastian? Should I give away my trade secrets?
I think you should do that after she gets up and turns around.
Do you want to look at my ass, Lacroix?
Oh no, no,
I think he does, mademoiselle. I think
I'm
this is
just
all a
being
clever
nice to this
ploy.
gentleman here. No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Oh,
good.
please.
I'm perfectly okay.
No, the lady does not need to reveal herself to me simply to get my last name.
Then yes, you should tell your last name so I'll hear it too.
How about this, mademoiselle?
Mm.
A good bottle of wine. One day. A fair trade?
Mm. I can probably dig up a white. Bartholomew always finds me really good bottles of white. I don't know what they are. They're just delicious. Probably a bottle of pear wine the other day.
You know, on second thought, how about a bottle of cognac? I haven't found one in these parts of late. A challenge for you and a trade secret from me.
You know, it's so wild. If you would have asked for brandy, I have that.
Your last name is a trade secret?
Mm. Not something I reveal easily.
Why is that?
I did tell you earlier. Certain things, it's best to stay ahead of your past for.
He's a wanted man. He's afraid I'm going to issue an arrest warrant for him.
In which country?
Yeah,
My
it
guess.
is a long story.
So I cannot place your accent. That's the problem, because I would say it is your home nation, whatever that is. But I have a difficulty with your accent. It sounds almost French. But I'm not French.
Let us just say that the aristocracy of my homeland always like to prefer to pretend they are French when they are nothing more than barbarians in nice castles.
I don't think I know enough about history to make an assumption on that. Barbarians in nice castles that like to pretend they're French. Unless you're referring to some sort of like antiquated raids from like or Viking law or something like that and married into the French aristocracy, I
No,
don't know.
too far back, mademoiselle. I'm talking about right now.
You're not talking about the Swiss, are you?
No.
Good.
I feel as though I'm formally and thoroughly uninformed on current events.
The Belgians, maybe?
Nah,
Not the
they are just
Dutch.
cheats.
Not the Dutch, surely.
No, not the Dutch.
Good.
It'll be the
You don't sound
Italians
Dutch.
then.
Sono parlo un po' italiano. I only speak a little.
Yeah.
Well, I could just
Is
start
that...
speaking in my native tongue,
Oh,
but I believe that would be
try
perhaps
that.
too obvious.
We might not know.
Nah, it will be too obvious.
Oh, it's
Far too
Spanish that's
obvious.
then. It's Spanish, for sure.
There are many languages in Europe where one can roll his R's.
Perhaps I'm wrong. But apparently you are a man on the run from his homeland that you refuse to name. A merchant, probably stole something.
This is my question. Did you do it? Did he deserve it?
Of course he did. He wouldn't be proud of it if he didn't.
Let the man answer. Question.
I believe that was a rhetorical question, Monsieur Sebastian.
No, it wasn't. I'd like you to answer it. Were you wrongly accused? Were you set up? Or did you earn your sentence?
Let's just say that what I did earn was the knowledge that I possess today.
He did it.
That is not an answer.
It is an answer, Seb.
But
Just
okay.
because you don't know what he's saying doesn't mean it's not an answer. He did it, and he's proud of it, though he doesn't enjoy the punishment he received for it.
Said something unrelated to my question. That's okay.
In one of the, I must admit, since I've come to these lands, one of my most enjoyable forms of entertainment, other than nearly getting killed finding oddities, is seeing people come up with the most strange assumptions. It is very entertaining.
Oh, yeah, people do that. They will assume anything and everything on the slightest, most flimsy
So,
cues.
what I have found, and I dislike this investigatory tactic, but it is very common. If you make an accusation that is so outlandish, you can watch responses and see how people what they respond to that. Now, I don't think it is the best tactic. I prefer leading questions, but never know.
Well, only if you want to provoke a response, I suppose. And by the sounds of this, mademoiselle, with someone like you, that is your intention, because then you will have all the answers you need. Yes?
That kills the game, though. It is no fun if you flash the prey out right away. Only
And
at the
we
last
do
tactic.
enjoy the hunt, do we not?
I very much so. Though I don't enjoy when the prey surrenders, which is my least favourite.
Ah,
This
no.
is why the best thing to say once he's getting uppity is say, "Yep, yeah, all right, sure, whatever."
No, Monsieur Sebastian. You must scream into the night. Do not go quietly into the darkness.
Oh,
Never surrender.
please. Oh, please, for the love of God. If you've murdered someone and I must catch you for it, at least let me put you on trial. Don't come at me with sword and blade and want an honourable death that way. Ugh.
Oh, no, 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 mademoiselle. If you put me on trial, and mind you, I can guarantee you I have not killed anyone. If you do put me on trial, I will fight you with my words. And the evidence, of course. And I believe you will, at the least, be entertained. You will do your worst, and I will do mine.
You must have stolen something very valuable.
To note, she's not a lawyer, right? She will just
No.
arrest you. It's not her you'll be arguing with.
No, I am not the lawyer. Sorry, dear. I am the one
Oh,
who
well, then
collects
I
all the
guess
evidence.
Ah, well,
She
then I guess it
definitely likes
is...
collecting all the information.
Yes,
All of
I
it.
can tell. I can tell.
Even the stuff she has no business knowing whatsoever.
Listen, today I didn't want fucking any of it, but the Council of Princesses just yeeted the information at me and then I cried. It's horrid.
Information about what?
The fucking girl talked at me in my security office. I said, get the fuck out, I don't want this.
Well, you made your bed. Gotta lie in it now.
How did I make my bed? I was literally in the process of interviewing Mr. L and back walks my uncle with 4 princesses and says, this is your problem now, and then fucked off.
She had a terrible time.
Listen, like I said, it turned into a history and a religion lesson.
Is that when they picked out from the list that you presented?
Yep, yeah, the one that fucks. The one that fucks.
Maybe you shouldn't have put it that way.
I didn't. They asked me, and then I had to sit and consider what is the one that fucks, and I was like, no, it's got to be that.
There's no one that fucks. It's not a thing. Well, whatever. Let's
fine.
not
It's fine.
start on something else before Mr. Artyom isn't getting your inside jokes.
My inside
Quite the
joke
inside.
is they.
It's girl talk stuff. Okay,
Oh my
we don't
God.
understand this sort of
It's the
thing.
worst.
Of course, things that we do not involve ourselves in.
I didn't want to involve myself in it either, but it got dumped in my office.
I'm sure you fought tooth and nail to get out of there, but we're
I
pinned
did. I
down.
even requested uppies. I was stuck in the chair.
You did the uppies? Well, that is clearly the final result. You have no other recourse. After that
I
was
asked for
after
uppies and
that
I just
failed.
got nothing. My uncle left me there to die.
But that is a
A
betrayal of the
most,
highest degree.
I know.
I was going to say, a most horrible death.
And this is why we need to, you
Murder
all need to
most
elect
foul.
Marcellus to punish him because clearly he refused to help me.
I would happily vote for Marcellus.
As if somebody puts the nomination in for him because I couldn't.
I hope Aurelia did.
I have hands tied, you know that.
I find it so interesting being in a land where all the politicians are the ones that do not want to be elected.
Oh no, that's not true. The current council definitely wanted to be elected.
They just don't want to do the job.
Oh, so like regular politicians.
Well, that's not true. Celeste wants to do the job.
Celeste desperately wants to do the job. But, I don't know.
I have never had a mind for politics. Commerce, on the other hand, I suppose one developed a knack for it.
I feel like this is a man I would never wish to buy anything from because I would be swindled.
I am an honest man, mademoiselle.
And I am a spoiled noble's daughter. I have no concept of, like, negotiation whatsoever. I just buy what I want.
See,
Yes,
the
but,
second part is true. The first part is not.
Which part's
See,
not true?
it's fine. Don't worry about it. He'll find out eventually, or he won't. It's fine.
Ah. Now I must find out.
I genuinely missed what he said, so...
It's okay, Gloria. Don't worry about it.
Oh, listen, I don't want you, which is why at no point did I ever try to purchase you.
There.
The worst, Seb! Absolute worst! You go canoodle with my friend.
I will. I just.
Perhaps it was a
I'm not-
diamond.
Hmm?
Perhaps it was a diamond he stole. Or maybe knowledge.
Oh.
Closely guarded secrets of some.
No, too blasé. Too.
No, you don't think he stole the
typical.
secrets?
No, I think his story is elaborate and unique. Nothing as simple as stealing something.
Oh no, he stole something for sure. But I do not think it is something physical that he stole. Maybe it was not stole even, but tricked.
See, Mr. Artyom, we're playing your favorite game. I hope you're happy.
Oh, I am so entertained right now.
That
It is
you better appreciate.
Listen,
Oh, I suppose this is better than theorizing religion.
I like
No, it's
doing
not.
that.
I also like doing that. You just assumed.
I did just assume because you you was make the yuck faces at me whenever I start talking about. You know, they were letting me read Psalms
When?
in the middle of Silverfang. I was reading Psalms.
Hold on. When did I make yak face at you for religion?
Literally
What?
anytime I bring it up. It was good. Yuck
When
face.
did you ever bring it up when I was around?
It's fine. It's probably
When?
because you were making yuck faces at me because you just don't like me.
I make yak faces at you in general, not because of religion. Yak face.
You're a yuck face.
So childish.
Oh yes, totally.
Yak face. Very, very mature.
I have always been known for my maturity and grace.
For avoiding talking about your problems or dealing with them in any way.
You're
I thought
my
that
problem.
was the mark of maturity and grace.
You both spoke at the same time? I didn't hear either of you.
Go ahead. I don't know what I said. I'm mush. My only problem is you, Seb. Worst kind of problem.
I'm your only problem.
You are literally, honestly, I have a better relationship with Solarcard right now than I do with you. And that's saying something.
That's saying something about you,
Listen,
not about me.
I have a list on the bottom of the barrel people and you're slowly sinking.
Wait, what's that? Say that again?
I know you don't listen, dear. It's fine.
No, I genuinely didn't catch
I have
that.
a list of the bottom of the barrel people and you're sinking quickly.
I see.
See, I'm not comparing you in that way to others.
I mean, honestly, if you and Talion deserve each other almost as much as you and Vaktu deserve each other.
Goodness.
I wish you the best of luck, both of them.
I'm telling you,
so here's the fucking pool I'm looking for so long.
Whoa.
Mr. Kalmeris, it's your lucky day.
Hey, Mr. Calamari.
Oh, hello, Miss Gloria. I didn't recognize you without your armor.
Yep.
You
Mr.
grew up
Kalmeris,
pretty
I need you
fast.
to jump.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Now I can try that pool too. I'll be going to pool hunting.
He stole a heart, that's what he stole. But it had already
well,
belonged to someone else.
Wait,
What heart are we talking about?
I missed something. What's going on?
We went back to the mystery crime. He stole a heart. It was a heart that belonged to somebody else, which is why he was punished for it.
Oh, I see. I mean, it's usually something like that, isn't it?
Yes, it was a lord's losh too, I'm sure. It was some noble, fancy man who had treasured this fair maiden, and he stole the maiden's heart.
So we were talking about my nationality.
A diversion, sir. A strange way to go on the game.
Well, perhaps you will get one step closer to your goal.
Yeah, Gloria, remember, good enough after good enough, step by step, take your own advice. Let the man speak.
You interrupted him.
No, Monsieur took an opportunity to take a jab, step by
Thank
step.
He understands me, see? Go on.
No, that reminds me of a good old song.
What is your nationality?
I'll speak my native tongue, and if you can figure it out, well, then I will reveal another state secret.
Okay.
I don't like these.
So, mademoiselle, как тебе, моя другая?
Hmm.
Say that again?
Как тебе, моя другая? O jeigu reikia, aš galiu kalbėti visai kitą kalbą, bet pažiūrėsim, kas yra jum lengviau.
And what's your name?
Artyom.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think I know. I won't spoil it.
Still sounds like a romantic language. But it is not Spanish. It's not whatever
It's
drivel.
Romanian.
Older.
Older than Romanian. Okay.
No, these
Was
two
it
are Greek.
close?
Further northeast.
It's Russian.
Was
What
that
was
Russian?
that? The first
Russian.
language was. The second was a very, very old language, my actual mother tongue. I was born on the shores of the Baltic Sea, but my father moved us to Odessa a long time ago. I barely remember the journey.
So was that Russian or Finnish?
Russian. You're thinking of the wrong shore of the Baltic Sea, Monsieur Sebastian.
I mean, Doctor, can't you tell this man has the tiki bricky?
Oh, Monsieur.
Anyway, I like Russians.
You and I will attend a sauna together one day.
We should, actually.
But, forgive me, lady and gentlemen, I do not believe we formally introduced ourselves. Of course, my name is Artyom, and you are?
Well, my name is Aristotelis. I would even go to the second names.
Monsieur Aristotelis?
Oh, very nice.
You know what I just
And
realized?
your name, mademoiselle? If you care to give it, of course.
Who are you talking to?
You dearie.
They.
just realised how much V looks like one of my father's daughters.
Well, usually I'm always covered up. This is the first time I'm being so exposed. Thanks to this gentleman to my left.
Yeah, maybe, I just grabbed her and I was like, let's go see all the pools.
I would
Just
rather be
those
sitting in a
kilos.
corner reading a book. He's trying to bring me out of my shell.
Yeah,
And it's
she
very
looks so
awkward and
bored.
uncomfortable. This is not my thing.
Well, well, you can partake in our little game, Mademoiselle and Monsieur.
Yeah.
Mademoiselle Gloria and Monsieur Sebastian were trying to figure out my past. So far, they have got my nationality. After pretty much having to be given the answer.
Well, I wasn't guessing after your nationality. I'm concocting an elaborate backstory. What you're fleeing from, what you've stolen. It is a much more interesting game. Besides, I must wait until you give me something to actually come up with any formal conclusion. I must elicit something from you instead.
I'll watch. You play your games.
So far we've determined he's fleeing from his motherland because he stole something very valuable, the heart of a woman, the mistress of a noble. Slighted.
A real heart?
No, I would presume on the love side of it. 'Cause love is a wonderful and terrible motivator of crime.
You know what is most entertaining about these games? And here I will give you a little clue, Mademoiselle. Is that you are so close and yet so far.
It was a man!
No.
Hmm. Perhaps it was not a stolen heart, but a given one. But the nobleman believed that you did truly make off with her. You absconded with the fair maiden. You and her fled. Maybe it was her father. She was perhaps a noble girl as well. And you, a poor lowly merchant, clearly not good enough for the noble's daughter.
Still, you're getting warmer, but also your story is too complicated, I'd say.
Of course, it is
You
all
imagine
made
me
up.
more of a man than I am. I assure you I am quite simple. I like my wine. I like a good sweat. And I do enjoy a good poem. Simple man, for the time.
Well, I have a question.
Yes, Monsieur Aristoteles.
Isn't the name Artyom like a pretty common name where you come from?
Technically, yes, but it's an old name.
Hmm.
Technically, Greek origin, Artemis.
Oh, so that's where it comes from. I didn't knew that.
Well, you must read more, monsieur.
Well, I'm
Many
Greek.
sealed in books.
Maybe. Maybe I should look the old books.
Or you can always listen to the stories. I've spent quite a bit of time in Greece, actually.
Hmm.
Matter of fact, on my last journey there, I picked up a beautiful, beautiful flower, anemone. You know the
Ah.
story?
I'll be honest, no. I'm not good with stories.
Well, this will reveal a little more to Mademoiselle Gloria about me, I suppose. Perhaps it will give her an insight into what kind of supposed criminal mastermind I am.
Anemone.
Yeah.
That's the flower you're talking about.
Do you know the story, mademoiselle?
No, just the language.
Well, the flower is named after Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Her lover, Adonis, died during a boar hunt. And as she knelt by his side as he was bleeding to death, her tears mixed with his blood dropped onto the flower, and so turned it red. And so the flowers come every spring as if the earth is born anew for the very first time. Just like love.
Do you know what red anemones mean? Death or forsaken love.
Like I said, mademoiselle, I'm sure it would reveal something to you.
A tragic turn in this love story you lived. You stole the fair maiden. But she either turned back or passed away. And so you turned yourself in. Thought that your penance would make up for what was lost.
But you see, mademoiselle, earlier this evening I told you what my philosophy was regarding going down without a fight.
So it was a trap
Do I
you
sound...
laid. You laid a trap. Question is, did you get what you wanted from the trap?
There was no trap, mademoiselle. Only a mistake.
So it was death.
In a way. But probably not the way you think.
Well, it is 5 o'clock in the morning, and I have been awake far too long, so I suppose I will have to chase down your name at some other point in time.
And we do know how you enjoy the chase, mademoiselle.
I do.
Until next time.
Well, good evening, everyone.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that.
Okay, let's see if there's anybody online. There is. We'll hit Floss up. Then we'll go to bed. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Well, I suppose that calls for a pause in the game, Monsieur Sebastian.
You'll have to excuse me. I
Right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
suppose I
Bye.
conceded a little bit ago. I am very tired.
Yeah. Plus,